Testing 1 2 1 2.
Your mornings are about to get a whole lot messier.
Stop calling me that, you heifer. Can we say that on air?
You guys are wild.
Wake your ass up.
With VONT, CHAP, and Justice. This is Morning Commute.
Wake me up.
You know what I love about this show is that you never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes we can go from talking about how ass Cheesecake Factory is to
which is not.
It is ass. So is Raising Cane's.
Whoa! When did you throw Raising Cane's into that bucket list?
I've been saying Raising Cane's for a while, but this show can go anywhere from saying Raising Cane's and Cheesecake Factory is ass to putting lotion on your butt. It's a mixed basket is what we are. Morning Commute, the messiest morning show podcast on the planet. Thank you for being back or being here. If this is your first time, appreciate you for tapping in.
Should we say I'm sorry? Because they about to hear a whole heap of shit that's coming their way.
I told you a couple episodes ago, I think at the end, as like a final thought, we should start praying because we need to like just wipe away our sins for everything that we done said in the episodes.
I agree.
Like our final thought should be a prayer.
I think remember when we used to do this as a radio show, we used to do the good morning, the Monday motivations. I think that was a great way of like ending that out. And then now we're just like, shit. All right, time to go, guys. Hope you have a good week.
We need a nice balance of righteous and ratchet. It's been real ratchet lately.
Real ratchet.
Thanks for tapping in. My name is VONT Leak, joined always by my brother in podcast crime, Justin CHAP. We call him CHAP.
What's good?
Our brother Justice is not here this week, so we'll be thinking about him.
Should we say nah? He'd be like, y'all say I'm dead.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say any rumors. This week was genuinely a scheduling conflict. Justice is just busy. That's all. That's all.
Allegedly.
I'm not catching any. I'm not throwing any strays at Justice. This is my guy.
Okay.
You
nice today. I see that.
Yeah, I'm feeling good today, man. I'm feeling real good. I'm jealous of you for a reason. You started watching the new season of You.
Yeah, of course, brother.
I didn't even realize. Is that what that hat is?
Yes, bro. Look, goodbye You, and then
oh my god. So tell me about it, because I know I haven't started watching the new season, but also you did something dope this week.
Yeah. Well, have you caught up? Like, are you invested into the show?
I am. I will tell you, I have not seen season 4.
Arguably, season 4 was ass.
Really?
Season 4 was ass. I still say watch it because it's gonna pick up on a lot of the context clues. But it was definitely ass compared to the last 3 before that. 100% ass.
Yeah,
but
you have one of those shows I think you need to watch from the beginning if you're gonna. You can't jump into it anywhere.
Yes, I think season 1. Nothing's stopping season 1. I think we can agree on that.
In every capacity, the storylines and Beck was probably the best personality, but also the best looking love interest for Joe.
I agree. But this Wednesday, I went to the screening for You for season 5 in New York City at the Paris Theater. And it was amazing. Like, I've never been to a screening before. I'm pretty sure you have. I feel like this is something you would love to do, VONT.
No, actually, I've never been to a screening.
Really? Well, it was great.
I went to one screening. I went to go see Wicked was a screening.
Ooh,
but like it wasn't as grandiose as what you're about to talk about, what you got into.
Yeah, so we got there. It was like the step and repeat, you get to take pictures. They had the popcorn box. I threw out the popcorn box, but the popcorn box has like a picture of Joe and just all the design from the show. They gave out water. They gave out these hats. We got the ticket. I have the ticket here. It was mad cool. The theater was tight. It was a lot of people in there. I want to say maybe like 400 in there, and that was including like fans, people of the cast, like friends of the cast and the cast themselves and their families. So like Penn was there, Elizabeth Leo, that's the lady who plays Beck. Some people from the new season were there, and they were just like sitting right next to us. Like, it was mad cool. And then we got to talk with the Netflix executives. They were there. They were talking about how, like, this show has been around for a decade. I don't know if it's been around for a decade. It seems like a very long time, but it's been, I don't know. So they were talking about like just how Joe has changed from season 1 to season 5. Then they had a little Q&A with the cast at the end, and they were just answering fan questions. And let me tell you, Penn, like the guy that plays Joe, he's very nice, like down to earth, Like you hear people talking about him all the time because he just be strolling around New York City like it's nothing. But he's actually like very much a nice guy. He came in, no security, shaking hands. He has his wife's pregnant. And they're just like hugging people, like good to see you. Somebody gave him flowers and stuff like that.
Is his wife as good looking as Beck in the first season?
Yes. She's a nice looking lady. Yes.
Is she black? Is she white?
Nah, she's a white lady.
Okay.
Can't why is he disappointed?
Can't win them all. Okay.
But let me tell you that the first episode, which I'm guessing you saw already. Yes.
Of season?
Yes.
I haven't watched it. No, I've been literally working. I literally left work to come here and pod.
Well, I think your time after we get done, you gotta watch. It's amazing. We only watched the first episode, but you can tell like it's already starting on a high for the season. It's amazing.
That's good, bro. I'm so glad. It's a great show. I think it's like I'm not comparing You to Orange is the New Black, but like remember how Orange is the New Black was one of like the premier Netflix shows?
Yes.
I think You was amongst those, you know.
I agree.
And like
I
the
think
Stranger Things and stuff like that.
There's a few. I would say Orange is the New Black, You, Stranger Things, dare I say Shameless, and Breaking Bad.
Those are Netflix shows? I thought they came on cable.
I think Shameless is Netflix, I believe.
Mm.
Breaking Bad, I might be wrong on because that seems like a very old show.
Yeah, I think that's definitely cable.
Got you.
Or like a network.
But I would compare it because I think You was like also it's different eras. Like Orange is different eras. It was a little before You, but when it dropped, it was like big bomb on everybody. But
yeah, bro. No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen like I just said, I haven't seen season 4. So I have to I think I'm going to start from the beginning again, just to relive the magic of season 1, but to watch the show in its entirety. But it's such a good show. I do hate that, like you just said, it's been around 10 years. This is only its 5th season. I hate how Netflix shows are. And we talk about this from time to time. Like Wednesday, they just announced season 2. It's been 3 years since the first season, and the new season's only 8 goddamn episodes. Like, what the hell is that? Or Stranger Things, same deal.
All right, I feel like that's one. This is your world, but like production takes a good minute. Like just like recording and then doing stuff in post and stuff like that. And then you also like say you're with actors who have built-in schedules. They're doing movies. They're doing this, that, and other. So putting all those schedules together is hard. And I think in my opinion, it makes me appreciate the new seasons that are coming. That it's been a while since I've seen the show. Let me lock in. And there's so much content around here. Like I have so much shit that I have to watch. I have to watch Beauty in Black. I have to watch.
You don't have to waste your time with that.
No, I've already started. It's not bad. But it's so much that I have to watch. I think just giving consumers a bit of time between the seasons allow me to go watch the shit that I have in my list that I haven't been able to go watch.
You know what is crazy? Like not back in the day, but like it used to when you used to watch shows in the movies in the movie theater, and then they go straight to streaming, it kind of meant that they were ass.
Yes, that's what it is.
No, that's what it used to mean. But
no, that's still the thing.
No, Wicked is on Peacock now, bro.
And one Wicked of them days is big demand. I'm telling you.
The Keke Palmer SZA joint, one of them days, that's on Netflix now too.
All right, we're not gonna compare Wicked to one of them.
I'm just saying those are 2 movies that I've seen that are like went straight to streaming.
I think One of Them Days was one great movie. I did watch it. I think it didn't do so well in the box office, so obviously it went to streaming real quick. And I still believe that when movies go to streaming very quickly, they're ass. Wicked is the outlier because it's on Peacock, so they want you to pay for a subscription. And I think you have to have premium to see it or whatever. And they dropped 2 versions. It was the sing along, and you had the regular version. So I think that's the outlier. I think it was just so high demand that they weren't going to keep it in theaters because they know they got other movies coming their way. So why not put it on streaming services so people can love it? And they got another Wicked coming out because isn't the part 2 supposed to come?
It comes out on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so they want to make that accessible to everyone as soon as possible. In my opinion, I might be wrong about it.
One of Them Days did real good. The budget was 14 mil, and it made 51 mil, almost 52 in the box office.
Really?
Yeah. Moana 2. It also went to Disney Plus very quickly. A Quiet Place, day 1, also, and Inside Out 2. All those movies went not straight to streaming, but pretty quickly, and they all did pretty good. And
well, maybe that's telling us something. Streaming is king right now. Like that's where it is.
It's just crazy because I feel like, does that mean movie theaters are gonna go like out of business soon?
Nah,
because nobody really. I don't feel like a lot of people cherish that experience as much anymore. Like to go sit in the theater on a Friday night and watch a movie, eat popcorn, and be there with your family and your friends. Especially
I disagree.
in general because of streaming, but also because of germs and shit because of COVID.
I feel like you can also argue the same thing about like basketball games or NFL, because you can easily watch on NFL TV or just like all these premiums, the basketball game for your home. You know what I'm saying? It's cheaper than buying a $400 ticket trying to sit front row.
Nah, I think that's a different experience. Like going to the Super Bowl in person is not the same as watching the Super Bowl on TV. But watching a movie in a theater is much more comparable to watching it in your home. Because you can still watch it with people, like the same people you would go to the movies, but you can sit in the theater and do that like on your couch.
I just don't think we lost that touch. I think even now, movie theater people are coming back to movie theaters because, like you said, COVID like brought that number down and people didn't want to get germs and shit like that. But I think more people are going to the movie theaters these days that I see of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That just might be my opinion, but hopefully, first of all, I'm an AMC Stubbs member and
baby.
So, come on now, they better not go
Stubbs,
out,
baby. Come on, fuck out of here.
Playing. But what you been up to, my boy?
Bro, I was just in Jersey this past weekend. It's my sister's birthday. Well, my sister's birthday was yesterday, so happy 15th to my baby girl Bree.
15?
My oldest younger sister. Yes, I have two younger sisters. One's 9, and my other sister turned 15. It just makes me feel goddamn old because I feel like
old.
I am, bro. Like I feel it.
In my bones.
Because you only have one brother, and he's only like 2 years younger than you. So I don't think it hits you as much because you guys grew up together.
Well,
it
still hits. He just turned 21. That was a big hit for me. I'm like, damn, my brother can come to the bar with me now. Like,
but like my sister's doing like, my oldest sister is about to go to like freshman prom or homecoming or whatever the fuck. And then like when they do those little milestones, because it's been so long for me, it makes me think, God damn, they are getting old. And so I'm getting old. Like my sister had a boy at her party, right? At her birthday party. And I think she had a crush on him at one point. I don't know if they still do. This kid, bro, is like 6'3". And I'm
something's in this food. I'm telling you.
Something's in this food. But more importantly, I'm just thinking like, bro, like if he ever tries to like break my sister's heart, I can't even like, this nigga could step on me. Like I can't do nothing to this young boy.
I'm telling you, the kids these days are bigger than usual. It's something in this GMO food. I'm telling you, they're humongous. In 4th grade, like they be humongous.
That's what I'm saying. But that was cool. Got to see some family. It was also Easter weekend, so I got to see some family. I need to make a public service announcement because I obviously had to travel to Jersey and back. I'll also be getting on another airplane to go to Mexico in a couple of weeks.
Love that.
If I catch your ass walking through TSA, like through the security, and you know how they make you take your shoes off?
Yeah.
If you take your shoes off and you don't have socks on, get the hell away from me. You're a psychopath.
Oh, that's nasty.
Because when you go on a plane, typically you want to wear the most comfiest clothes because, you're going to be on a plane. Like I would wear exactly what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing a serious sweatshirt and some gray sweats. And I typically, when I go through TSA, I wear my Crocs because I can easily put them on, take them off.
Right.
But people will do sandals sometimes or even Crocs with no socks. And then you have to walk on the bare ground because you take your shoes off. What the fuck is wrong with you? Do you know how many people walk on that ground? The things that go across that ground every day?
Ooh,
I'm giving you hella side eye if you walk through security with no socks on.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
Like you got some serious issues. Like even at the beach, I get a little questionable about not. I mean, like that's the one place you're supposed to wear with no shoes or no socks, but like at least there's water there. TSA, really? Then after walking on that nasty ground where people like spit gum and stuff, you got to put your socks and shoes back on.
Oh God. Well, then if they have it like that, it's like say they're wearing Crocs and no socks. That mean they're wearing it on the plane too. And people's feet stink.
People's feet stink. There are so many people's feet. There's so many people whose feet stank.
Somebody just posted a video. I forgot who. I think it was a celebrity. They just posted a video of they were on a plane and they were in first class and they, how you got a little space in the seat behind. Somebody's feet was like sticking out from behind. It was crazy. It was crazy, bro.
It's not just a comfortability thing for you. It's also for the rest of us. I don't want to smell your feet. Because I'm guilty of like when I'm sitting down on a plane, like sliding my Crocs off a little bit, but I have socks on. So like, I guess maybe my socks could stink, but like, you're not smelling my bare ass feet. Have some decorum. It's like the same thing. Like when you go to a basketball game and you see the nigga like 3 rows down and his ass is sticking out. Like have some. It's not just about you.
Wait, so what else? Like what are some other actions that people do on the plane that annoys you? Like for me, playing music out loud is like why would you disturb peace like that?
Or watching movies or some shit with no headphones. Like why? Like what's wrong with you? I don't care that you forgot your headphones. That's your fault. I shouldn't be inconvenienced to be watching Moana 3 rows back.
Wait, when I went to London, this is last year, that I was watching a movie, and maybe it's just me. Like, let me know if I'm just thinking too much into it. But there was obviously kids on the plane, and I was watching a movie, and like the sex scene just came on, nothing blurred out, nothing, and I'm just like, damn, I feel mad weird playing this movie like with a sex scene in it. I feel like they shouldn't have that movie. It was in the options for like the little movies that they display. I feel like it shouldn't be in there. I feel like that's if you're watching a sex scene and there's kids on a plane, just lock yourself up.
This is an obvious one. People that clap at the end. Although these days the way planes are just falling out of the sky,
I'm shouting. My God.
You made me wanna. Chap gonna pull out a tambourine, bro.
Bro, it's scary flying these days.
Jesus,
you gotta put the oil on the plane and everything.
And people that like as soon as the plane like lands and stops, people that stand up because where the fuck you going? We're in the middle to the back of the plane. Sit your ass down.
It's not even at the
Like really.
Yo, I don't fly often. I don't know about you, but I don't fly too often. But when I do, it has to be like the most pleasant experience. Like if I have a bad experience, you're gonna hear from my mouth. Like I remember I took United one time to Florida. This is during I think the year after COVID, and my flight was 4 hours late. 4 hours late. I was calling every customer service representative I can get to. That shit was ridiculous.
Which is nuts because United is usually a good airline. I used to fly United. Sometimes I will. I was like religiously United until I saw that Delta's flights are just a bit cheaper and it's still like a quality experience.
I think Delta has better service in my opinion.
Delta has TVs on the back of their chairs too.
I've had their food, and granted it was a night flight, but I've had their food, and I'm like, all right, this is sweet here. I like this.
Are you in what circumstance would you fly first class, if any? Like, would you pay that $1,000 just to fly first class?
At first, like, if you ask me that, first answer is no, because I just don't believe in spending crazy amounts of money for an experience that lasts a short amount of time. Now, if it's for like another country and I'm on the plane for like 7-8 hours, I'll do first class. I wouldn't mind it. But if it's a 2-hour flight, like people go from Washington D.C. to New York, that's an hour or some change.
Not even an hour.
Yeah, a little less than that. And people are doing first class. All right, come on now. I mean, I guess you have the money to spend for it. That's whatever. That's you. I feel like that's ridiculous to me. I'm not spending that much money, but it would either have to be a long flight. I'm going to another country. I'm trying to treat myself like, say I'm going to Mexico and, I'm just balling out of myself. Fuck it. Let's go first class. Or if somebody pay for me.
The only scenario where I'm flying first class is probably my honeymoon because I want to experience that. I want to enjoy that experience front to back. Especially, and I also, because your honeymoon, I feel like is somewhere you're going on a long trip, like a far trip. Yeah. I don't want to be flying to Bora Bora, which is like the Polynesian Islands. That's like an 18-hour flight. Being squished like a sardine in row 21 and seat 21A for 18 hours. No, thanks. I'll do first class.
But does that bouginess get to you? Like, I know some people that like, they have to spend a premium to get that experience. Like even if they're like a football game, they gotta sit in like the little the private area, the boxes, where you have mad people, the bars and stuff like that. I mean, that's nice and all. I don't see no point in it. Like just spending that much money to like be so far away. I don't get it. Maybe I'm just too broke.
I don't think the bouginess gets to me because the only bougie experience I think I've ever had was when I went to Orlando with some friends from they work in radio in New York, and we got like VIP access to everything, like VIP in the lines at Universal, and we got to go like on exclusive tours and like continental breakfast or whatever. Other than that, like I work at the radio station that I work for, I get free concert tickets, but they're literally like 130 level seats. Like they're never front row. I don't think I've ever sat I think one time I sat in the suite for Trans-Siberian Orchestra, but then I also was like, who's paying all this money to be so far? Like, because the suites are all the way like in the back of the rafters, not in the rafters, but like
it's far enough. It's
Mhm.
far enough. I don't get it. It doesn't get to me. But maybe I'm too broke. I ain't at that mindset yet.
Act your wage.
Right, exactly.
Act your wage. Well, we are the Messiest Morning Show podcast. VONT Leak, Justin Chapman. I think a key component to the messiness, Justice Greg. He's out this week, so we'll see how messy it gets.
Definitely a key component, the major component.
Right. We are on Instagram and TikTok at Morning Commute Pod. Go follow us there if you want to see clips or DM us. Somebody actually did DM us. This came in like a little over a week ago, but I was in Jersey and we recorded early last week. So we're going to get to that later on in the show. But first, everything that's popping off on the timeline that Black folks are talking about is something that we call the Black Twitter Report.
From the latest rap beefs to the hottest debates, and even the messiest celebrity scandals in between, it's the Black Twitter Report on Morning Commute.
Oh man. Uncle Shay Shay. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Uncle Shay Shay is in some shit right now. That's all I gotta say. If you don't know who Shannon Sharpe is, 3-time Super Bowl champion. He hosts ESPN First Take. He also does the iconic Club Shay Shay.
He did host ESPN's First Take.
Well, we'll get to that. He's not fully leaving, but he is wrapped up in a lawsuit right now. And he's being sued by a Jane Doe in Nevada, seeking damages for pain and suffering, psychological, emotional distress, mental anguish, embarrassment, and humiliation. Apparently, he allegedly raped this woman when they started dating 2 years ago in 2023, when she was 20 years old. He met her at a gym. They had a consensual relationship, and they were dating for 2 years, and then things allegedly got just went downhill. There was a lot of emotional distress. It was physical assault, and there was rape involved. And now his name is all over the media. He put out a video statement talking about his innocence and how everything was consensual. The Jane Doe is saying everything was not consensual. But this is what he had to say to the media about everything that's going on.
Friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets Black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly, on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
PR.
Right. You can't say I'm all about real talk and just be deliberate, like clearly reading a script. Also, Shannon Sharpe, we know that he would put out a sex tape video because remember the nigga went live while he was, that's my Michelle. We know that he would have put it out on his own.
Oh God. Well, like you mentioned, Tony Busby, he's behind the attorney behind the lawsuit, and he is behind a lot of the sexual assault lawsuits that's happening, as you mentioned, Jay-Z. And it is a lot of cases coming for Black men, which is, it's sad to see, but you got to hold some people accountable if they did it. You know what I'm saying? I know Shannon's taking a break from the First Take show on ESPN until the start of the football season, I believe.
Do you believe that though? Do you think because the headline said he stepped away, but don't forget ESPN is owned by Disney.
Yeah.
I don't think he stepped away. I think they told him it was in I think they came to a mutual agreement to say that publicly, but I think they told him you need to take a break, Unc.
I think they did. I don't think they're letting him go though, because remember when the sex tape came out and they thought like they were going to let him go then because everything that was going on, and he still stayed on. So I don't think they're going to let him go. And he's a very important figure in like the NFL and everything with the ESPN. But what are your thoughts on everything? Do you think there's some truth there? Do you think this is just another aim to take down the Black man, as people have said?
I don't know, bro. I just feel like we've seen this with what Jonathan Majors,
Yes.
Cuba Gooding Jr., allegedly Jay-Z. Like, when are these brothers? It has nothing to even do with them being black. Just when are brothers gonna learn? When are brothers gonna learn? That's really all I have to say. Like, these young OnlyFans models, they are on OnlyFans because they want money.
Crazy.
You are Shannon Sharpe. You are Jay-Z. You are Jonathan Majors. People like I don't know if I'm not claiming that whoever's innocent, whoever's guilty. But if I have an opportunity to get some money out of you, damn straight, yes, I'm going to do what I have to do to get some money. Clearly, this girl, this woman, this 20 whatever year old is a businesswoman. And it's a shame that she has to tear a black man's name down to get the money. But she's a businesswoman at the end of the day.
So do you think we're seeing this more so with black men and white women?
I don't think I do, but I don't think it's coincidental. Or I think we are seeing it, but I think it's just purely coincidental.
Okay. Because I've heard just on like Reddit and just like some conversations I were having with other people, just like this is a fear, like an actual fear black men have when really dating outside their race, but it's more so geared when they're dating white women, that this is a possibility.
But it's also these younger women too. Stop.
Yeah.
And Monique went on Shannon Sharpe show, Club Shay Shay, and told him stop messing with these young girls. Mess with an older shawty that'll cook you some grits on a Saturday morning. Like, stop messing with these because they're gonna get you messed up. Again, like these older women, not saying that they can't do it either, but like they've already lived a good life. Okay, these younger women are trying to get a buck, and they're gonna do anything and everything to make sure that they profit off of the fact that I'm fucking Shannon Sharpe.
Yo, well, all right, stay on that same topic because our next thing on the Black Twitter Report has to do with the same topic. Tracy Ellis Ross, actor, comedian, she just went on the IMO podcast, which is hosted by Michelle Obama and her brother, Craig Robinson, and she talked about how she doesn't date men that are her age anymore. Because they're not mature enough and they are intimidated coming to her and they have this toxic masculinity. She'd rather go for younger men. This is the clip that she had to, this is a clip from the podcast.
Men my age are steeped in a toxic masculinity and have been raised in a culture where there is a particular way that a relationship looks. And anything that starts to smell of that for me, I did enough of it where I was controlled and felt like I was a possession or whatever those things were, or prize and I have no interest in it and I will not do it again.
I'm sorry.
No. So how old is Tracy Ellis Ross? In her 50s?
Yes, 52.
Okay. And do we know what age men she's been dating?
She didn't disclose in the podcast, but I'm gonna assume in the 20s range.
And do we know what race?
No, she didn't say a race.
See, I think there's a difference because I know what you want to correlate now. Like, how is this any different? I think, and this is gonna sound stupid, but I think a black woman knows, like, I'm not letting the bitch catch me tripping.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't gonna catch my ass slipping. Nope, we ain't. First of all, Shannon Sharpe's problem is that nigga records everything. Stop making.
He definitely records.
Cut it out. That's the first problem. It's not cheating, but like, if you're gonna cheat or if you're gonna do this, there doesn't need to be receipts, my brother. And I think Tracy Ellis Ross knows that she is that woman. You're also Diana Ross's daughter, so you can't tarnish that reputation.
Yeah.
And I think she's smart in that way.
Do you think it's right for? And I'm not saying I feel this way. I just saw the question posed before for a older woman to date a younger man, because I know there's double standards in society that it's okay for an older man to date a younger woman, but when an older woman dates a younger man, it's like she's taking advantage of him, or really it could be the young man just he got something good, he a big boy now, he just did his thing.
I think it's just weird to me. I think it's all weird to me. Like, my mom and I have a 23-year age difference. We talked about this on at work the other day. Because it was like, I think a 54-year-old wanted to date a 20-something-year-old. And I was like, that just feels weird to me, because that's like, for me, I imagine like someone my age dating someone my mom's age. And that doesn't work with me.
Really?
No. Because like, why?
Wrong with that. I don't think there's nothing wrong. I feel like once you get to an age of maturity, right? After people say 21, I'm gonna say 25. After 25, I feel like you really connect with age doesn't matter. It really you just connect with the person just by their personality. We're both old, we're both adults, we're living the life. Obviously, you experience way more life than I did, but that attracts some people. You know, to know that I'm with this person who's went through life and they can teach me something and I can teach them something too as well. I think that's a great relationship right there.
And for that same point that you just made, I feel like that can equally turn somebody off. Let's just say it's 34-year-old and a 51-year-old. What is that age difference? 23 years, I think that is. I feel like it's that math was wrong, but whatever.
I was about to say,
It definitely was wrong. I was doing it in my head. My dad's a math teacher, I swear to God. 34, like let's just say, right, it's a 34-year-old and a fit, whatever I just said. 34, 31, I've experienced life a bit more. Let's just say I might own a house, or like I have a career. Like I have things going on, so that like I have a lot to relate to with a 50 whatever year old. Whereas you said like a 21 or 25-year-old, I haven't done everything in life at 25. 25 is I'm in my mid 20s, could still be trying to figure out my career. I just feel like for me, not having as much life experience, it could turn you off because you can feel like I'm holding you back, or like I'm just so naive to the things that you go through as a 50-something-year-old, like menopause. Like, what about that? What about this 25-year-old who's just trying to start his life and is like, oh, like I want to, have a family and I want to go travel and I want to do all this. But the 50 whatever year old is like starting to slow down because they're like, I've done a lot of life. And 50 something is still young.
It is. Well, they can just adapt. I think I just see it differently. I think it's a great opportunity for those two people to learn from each other. Like, I think, at least for me, like I wouldn't mind dating an older person because I feel like the fact that they've lived and I can learn so much from them is kind of just a very attractive to me. And I can see it the other way around where like if I'm older and I'm dating a younger person, like damn, like you're keeping me young, but two, like they can be more mature than I am. Let's be honest, they can be more mature than I
totally
am.
get that.
And I just feel like that can be a good relationship. Whereas older somebody that's 54 and 53 together, and one is immature, and then the other one's like just wise beyond her years. I think it's a better relationship with the younger person, in my opinion.
I just think it's all situational. I think it's dependent on if it's guy, girl. I think it's what the age difference is, and I also think it depends on where you are in life.
But that's the double standard. Then
you're right. Because in society, we place standards on people.
But is that right?
No, it's definitely not right. But like, I will 100% look at my daughter a different way if she dates a guy significantly younger than her than I will a man, or than I will my son.
So if Alyssa was, I want to say 42, 42, 41,
and I'm 23,
and you're 23, same personality, just different ages, would that still be your wife to be?
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't know. I just don't think I could see myself, because as a 40, like as you just have all these experiences and things that I don't know that I could deal with because I'm so young. And yeah, I do act mature for my age, but I don't particularly know what it is.
So would you say that's intimidating for you? This is a therapy session.
It really is. Is it intimidating for me? A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
I don't have the reasons because I'm not in that scenario, but it's just like, things, and it's gonna make me feel like dumb and naive, and I hate that. I hate feeling like I don't know things. I need to be the person that has like not the control. That was gonna make myself sound like a control freak.
Okay.
Like I need to be like in control of myself.
Okay.
Whereas I feel like if you're older than me, you're gonna be like, no, you need to do this. You should be doing this. You're gonna be trying to parent me. This is how I'm gonna look at it.
Not always. I really appreciate.
You're right. And it's situational. You're right. It's not always, but it's situational.
I appreciate the relationships where I see, like, I'm gonna use Cher and her. I don't know if they're married, but they're definitely in a relationship. But he's way younger than she is, and I feel like they bond so well together because they're just experiencing life and just enjoying each other. Whereas a relationship where it's like I'll go to the mall sometimes, and these sugar daddies when you see them, like it's like, okay, this girl is in Prada and buying everything up in the store, and the older man is like 85. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he can barely like see. You know, I don't like that type of stuff. That's not a genuine relationship.
And
But
if
I
you're
like
older than me, I don't want to have to worry about you dying on me eventually. Then I have to do a life insurance policy, you know? Like Cher is ready. I'm sorry, Cher is gonna kick the bucket any day now.
Oh my god, bro!
I'm just saying.
Do not write Cher off like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to speak death on anybody, but like,
Oh my god, say it ain't so.
same with fucking Robert De Niro. Like his youngest kid is like what 2-3 years old. That kid,
Yeah,
Robert
he
De
just
Niro's
had
never
kids.
gonna live to see that kid graduate high school.
Oh my! Don't say that. Don't say that.
Robert De Niro was already in his 80s. You think he's gonna
And
live to see that kid go to high school?
he might make it to 100. You gotta have faith.
I want my father to be able to watch me walk the stage. That nigga ain't even gonna be able to walk into the arena. They gonna have to put a laptop in front of him because he's gonna be a vegetable.
Bro, it's some people in their hundreds that are sane and they're in the right mind and they're healthy. Don't write them off like that.
Just saying.
That's a crazy take on. That's crazy. Now you're gonna have the Robert De Niro stands coming for your neck. Watch.
There's not gonna be me. It's gonna be 3 people. It's gonna be 3 people.
You broke. You broke for that.
Let's keep it going in the Black Twitter Report. I want to get to this. Jordan Peele, the mastermind, has released a new trailer for a movie. It's called Him. I'm surprised to see Marlon in this. Usually, I don't think we've seen somebody that we knew like that in a Jordan Peele film. Lakeith Stanfield, people low-key knew him, but I think Get Out popped him off. Daniel Kaluuya, the main guy from Get Out, nobody really knew him, but then popped off.
And Nope, like he had Kiki.
Oh, you're right.
He had Keith David, I think that's his name. Yeah, like those are known actors, and he used Daniel again. Like I feel like he used some known people. They might not be like, you know, like Viola Davis type
Or Angela
level.
Bassett.
Yeah, like that type level. Yeah, but he definitely has some people in there.
First impressions, it looks good. I'm a fan of I've always thought that Get Out was probably one of the best cinematic masterpieces on this planet.
Yes.
I've always thought I like it just for what it is, but then because I'm like a film nerd, I have such a deeper appreciation for it and like the hidden messages. I was bonding with my future father-in-law this weekend, actually. We watched Get Out, and like he didn't know about like a lot of the hidden meanings in the movie, like how when they hit the deer with the car in the beginning of the movie and they're trying to run Chris's license, Rose was like, oh no, you don't need to run his license. People thought it was just because like he was getting profiled, but really she didn't want a paper trail that he was with her. That's why. So there's like a whole BuzzFeed article on like, you know, the hidden meanings in the movie, or like when Chris was scratching the chair at the end and then pulled the cotton out of his ears so that way he didn't hear the clinking of the thing. It was a symbolism for a black man picking cotton. I
did not know that one. I just thought, you know, he was just covering his ears. Wow.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. There's so many like hidden messages. So Jordan Peele made a fucking masterpiece with that. I don't think he has recreated Get Out since. Like Us, the movie with like the doubles.
It was close.
Okay.
It was close.
It was okay.
Compared to the other, like Nope, I did not know. Like Nope.
Yeah, Nope was nothing to me. Nope was Nope. So I hope Him lives up to that. But no matter what, I'm here. And again, not just because it's black, but just because Jordan Peele is just an icon.
Bro, I think he's become, and let me know if I'm wrong, I think he's just become like the new Spike Lee of our generation, of just like putting out movies that are just, they're meaningful and they're intentionally like shot. Like everything has a meaning. And some people get it, some people don't. That's why I like Jordan Peele. Like you said, there's so many hidden meanings that people don't get, and really, you got to be some type of educated to really understand that. Like, oh shit, I didn't know he's trying to convey this in this way. I think it's going to be amazing. And Marlon's my favorite comedian of all time. Like, I'm so happy to see him in a role like this, because he has range, and people do not know that he's playing a lot. And he's also had a lot of offers from a lot of roles that he doesn't usually play. I'm all for it. I'm really excited.
You know who else I think is like becoming it's 2 people, the dynamic duo. Apparently, anything that Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler touches turns to gold.
Really? I have not seen it yet. Don't spoil it.
Sinners. I haven't seen it yet either. I think I'm gonna go see it tomorrow.
Oh,
but
cool.
Sinners, which is out right now, but like Ryan Coogler is the director. Michael B. Jordan stars in what? Black Panther, Creed. There's like one more I'm missing, and now Sinners. And I've heard
he's also in Wakanda too.
Yeah. And now they're just like, apparently this is also amazing.
Yeah. Crazy thing is the shows for Sinners in New York sold out until next week.
Good. I'm glad that more black filmmakers and shit are getting put in the spotlight and stuff like
Yeah,
this. 'Cause
bro.
we need more black cinema, and just for Jordan Peele, I'm glad that black horror is becoming its own genre.
Is our time. Do you think what the culture of like making movies and cinematography, do you think that has changed? Obviously it has, but like changed drastically from like the start of like the old Hollywood to like now.
It's hard for me to compare. I can't think of any like older movies that I've seen, but I think because of the way technology is now, because back in the day you couldn't look up a BuzzFeed list and see like all the hidden meetings in Jordan Peele's movie.
No, but I think like how people just like adore Alfred Hitchcock or Stephen King.
Mhm.
Well, he's a writer. Throw that out. What's the other guy that made E.T.? Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, people like that, like, you know, who would you say arguably is those people of our day? Like, some can argue James Wan, some can argue Jordan Peele.
I think the guy that made Wicked, because he also made what's his name? Jim Chu, I think is his name. Because he made Crazy Rich Asians. He made In the Heights.
Yes.
He made, that's not his name, Jim Chu. Let me see. I'm getting that name wrong. I want to make sure I get it right. Oh yeah, John M. Chu. He made In the Heights. He made Step Up 2.
Oh wow.
So like, you know, somebody else that's just like bringing real storytelling back. He made the new Lilo and Stitch that's coming out next month. So he's up there.
I don't know what directors are in A24, but A24 definitely like it's just iconic. Period. Like
it's true.
Their movies. Are top tier.
Christopher Nolan.
Yes, Christopher Nolan.
Mm-hmm. And then we still have like obviously the OGs like Tarantino and Scorsese. Like they're still doing things, but
I'm not a big Tarantino fan. It's maybe a hot take, but
really,
it's a good movies, but not a big fan.
Okay. VONT League, Justin Chapman, and the Messiest Morning Show podcast. Morning Commute on TikTok and Instagram at Morning Commute Pod. By the way, speaking of Instagram, we got this DM last week and we never got a chance to talk about it. It says, "My guys, not sure if you'll actually see this, but I don't know what to do. I found a video of this girl I've been seeing for like 2 months now on Pornhub. She's obviously with someone else in it, which I don't care because the past is the past. But she's doing things with this dude that she hasn't with me yet. I don't know how to bring it up without making her feel some type of way, but she's never mentioned it to me, and I feel like she's gonna lie her way out of it. I've never been in this situation.
I don't even know how I would react if I saw like somebody else talking to her on Pornhub. I would kind of be mad. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you have the right to be mad though? You're just talking to her. It's not like
no, I don't have the right to be mad, but and this could be very selfish of me. But say I shown this girl to my family and I brought her around the bros and like we just been, especially we've been like on the stories and the Instagram story, like we've seen each other together, and then people have seen your face now on Pornhub. Now I get associated with that. That would kind of piss me off. Obviously,
but
that's
have you introduced her to your family though? It's only been 2 months. Like, how serious are things?
I wouldn't say like you don't have to like sit down with my family, have a dinner, but like obviously my parents follow me on like social media and stuff like that, so they might have saw her in passing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like it's not a formal introduction, but they know of you.
Okay. I'm curious about like if this person, the girl, does she do serious relationships? Because maybe that's why she was doing other freak nasty stuff with this person, because it was her partner. But I also I feel like if that was her partner, she's no longer with them, that the video would come down. That's just my logic.
Yeah, no, I agree. Also, I just feel like people record. That's cool. That's whatever. But to have it up, and it could have gone up without her permission and stuff like that. But for the most part, I feel like, and maybe it's just me, but I feel like people know when people are recording, and there's always a possibility, at least for me, that it can go up somewhere. Like if you ever record anything, it's like, this can be leaked, especially if you're a celebrity, you're a public figure. So this can be leaked somewhere. Twitter,
at Shannon Sharpe,
TikTok. Like this has a possibility. So I think that's just something to think about when it comes to that.
I feel like I just say bring it up. I mean, like it might be an uncomfortable conversation. The good thing is 2 months is not even like a deep amount of time. So like she might leave you, but no love lost. It's only been 2 months. Respectfully, that might be disrespectful. Sorry, but there's no way she can lie out of it that she's in the video.
I mean, just have it ready on deck just in case you do want to lie. Put it on the screen.
Right. Just fucking airplay it to your TV. That's nasty work. Oh, what's this? What I would be salty about is he said this in the DM. I would be salty. She's doing things with homeboy that she has with me yet. Because why are you holding back?
It's only 2 months, Vaughn. Did you just say it's too early?
And I said it's too early to be meeting parents. But if y'all are already
it can be too early to do all that nasty freak stuff.
Nah, bro, pull out all your tricks now.
Show me trying to go on first date type shit.
You got to pull out all the tricks in the beginning. That way people know what you're working with. You feel me?
No, that's how you catch shit. What do you mean?
What do you mean? How?
I know people who be doing freak nasty on the first date. I feel like that's way too early. I think
no. I'm not saying first date, but I'm saying like if we are having sex, like I'm not gonna just be like all chilling. Like you're gonna get the full me when we are having sex.
I don't think it's for everybody because I feel like you never know. Like I feel like it's the same way as like emotions. See what I'm saying? Like opening up to people. Like I'm not gonna give you the 100% if I feel like you don't deserve the 100%. Like I'm not gonna be 100% freaky with you because this is shit I'm gonna do with my wife, not some girl I just met.
That's kind of, I get what you're saying, but also like on a first date, I'm gonna put my best first impression forward. Like I'm gonna give you like.
So you eating butt on the first date? That's what I hear. That's basically.
You always bring it back to eating ass. Like if you want to get something off your chest, go ahead, kid.
No, I'm just trying to help you bring it out. Like it sounds like what you're saying.
If you want to get something off your chest or out your mouth, go ahead.
But I think that can be the same way in that situation. There's people that eat ass that go down on the first date, the first meeting, really. And I think that's way too early. I think you shouldn't be showing all that respect.
What I think he should do, whatever nasty thing she's doing in the video that she isn't doing with you yet, I think you should casually bring it up to her. Like, oh, have you ever blah, blah, blah. Or like, would you be, or like even try it in the bedroom and see if she's like, no, or like, no, I've never done that. And then be like, really? So then what's this? Bah.
Nigga, this seemed like something on Cheaters. Really? Pull out the cameras. That's funny because we have a clip. I don't think that's good. I low-key think that will backfire hard as hell. I feel like you're about to get the meanest, like, get the fuck out of my face, go home type shit. Like,
but she can't lie about it. All he's looking for is answers.
She can't, but don't bring it up like that, Vaughn. I feel like that's too much.
So how would you suggest? What do you suggest the brother does?
I feel like Loki, he should lie and be like, hey, like my friend saw this like this video online and it looked like you. Let's watch it together. Is this you? Like,
nah, he clearly knows it's her.
Like, I just want to know, like, is this actually you? And if it is, like, I'm not mad, but like we've been dating for a while and we just haven't got here yet. Like, what am I doing wrong? Type shit. Like, you gotta ease it in there. Don't gaslight, but you gotta ease it in there.
He's not confused on whether it's her or not. Don't nobody else got that Africa shaped.
But you got, but you gotta pretend like you gotta play dumb a little bit.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying you play dumb and just be like, so do you lick balls? And when she says no, be like, oh, how come? Has it never interested you or anything? But you've seen her swallowing both homeboys' balls in the video. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like the way you're doing it to expose. Like, I'm just doing it to just ask and be informed about everything that you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
No, we're on two different pages.
I feel like you're doing it to be malicious. I'm not doing it to be malicious.
I want us to be malicious together in the bedroom, but why are we not being as malicious as you are in this video? Like, clearly, you know, you got that the Gluck Gluck 3000. Like, you know what the fuck goes down.
So I think we just gave this person two different ways.
We need Justice, the feminist here.
Right?
How would he approach the feminist?
Exactly.
I mean, how would he approach the female?
I think the feminist opinion would be important. We're gonna bring it up next episode. We're gonna see what he says.
You think if I call him, he'll pick up?
No.
If I call him and he picks up and be like, nigga, why you ain't on the show?
He might be eating butt. I'm telling you, on the first date, somebody just met.
Let me see. I'm gonna FaceTime him. If he picks up and he's chilling, it's actually crazy. Calling Justice to see how he deal with the situation. He probably ain't gonna pick up.
I'll tell you, eating that butt. I'm telling you. He might be recording a video right now to put up on the hub.
Oh, he ain't pick up. It's actually Justice that sent this DM.
That'd be crazy.
All right,
But-
homeboy. Yeah, I don't know how to help you.
You got two different ways. You got two different ways here. You can do it. You can do it the nice way in the bed. I mean, no, you can do it the horrible way in the bed, in my opinion. And you can do the nice way, just asking about it.
Okay.
That's your options right there. Update us and let us know if anything crazy happens after that. Because he might get the freak nasty right after that.
Imagine she listens to this show.
Oh God.
We gonna get that nigga broken up with.
Right. we're ruining happy homes.
God. We're home wreckers. I saw this online. Boomers are shocked that Gen Zers don't have these common skills. And Chap and I are part of Gen Z. Maybe you are listening, or maybe you're a millennial.
I don't
maybe you're a
claim it.
boomer.
I don't claim it.
Why don't you claim being Gen Z?
Because I don't claim being Gen Z. I feel like Gen Z has so many negative connotations, and I'm gonna just say I'm a millennial.
Gen Z got a couple deficits.
Like,
Like what we talked about a while ago, Gen Z's bringing their parents to job interviews. 'cause
Yeah.
they're so incompetent.
I'm not in there. I'm not in that range, respectfully.
Well,
Anything
these are-
after 02, shit. Anything after 01, really.
Oh, don't do that. I'm 01.
Exactly.
I'm the cutoff.
Yes.
Okay. Well, these are common skills that boomers are shocked Gen Z don't know how to do. First one is how to address a piece of mail. Have you ever mailed a letter, Chap?
Yeah.
Yes. I thought this was a common thing. I used to mail letters to like my family when we were little. Our parents had us mail letters to Santa.
Yeah.
You
Then
put the
had to buy
postage stamp.
Like,
You put the postage stamp in the top right corner. You put who it's going to in big letters in the middle, and then you or like where it's coming from in the top left.
but I can see why, because like there's no really need to send mail anymore. Maybe I'm wrong. Like I know people send like money orders and like stuff to like federal places, but nobody is sending mail to my grandma. Like I can WhatsApp my grandma. I can send her a message. Like I don't think nobody needs to be sending mail. I think they should know how to do it, but it's not necessary, in my
I
opinion.
guess.
Yeah.
How to unclog a toilet using a plunger. I didn't know there was like a method to this. I thought it was just plunge it until it goes down.
I just feel like if you don't know how to do that simple motion, that's a problem. That's not even like, oh, you don't know how to unclog a toilet. That's just like you don't have basic fucking brain cells. Like
Right. Because they're making it seem like it's like a certain method. I thought it was just literally just plunge the shit.
Do you feel like, and this is kind of off topic, but do you feel like as a man you should know how to unclog a toilet or like how to fix a sink if it leaks or something?
Yeah, but I don't.
So
I don't
you're
know how
not
to
a
do
man.
that. I don't know how to change a tire.
Bruh, we gotta do better.
I
I'm
know.
in the same boat.
Do you know how to pump your own gas, Chap?
Oh yeah, I've done that plenty of times.
Okay, cool.
Have you not?
No, yeah, I have to because Jersey's the only state where you don't pump your own gas.
You pump in Minnesota?
And New Jersey is the only state in the country where you do not pump your own gas.
That's crazy.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, it used to be I think New Jersey and Oregon, but they changed they got rid of Oregon last year. So when I moved out here, I had to learn.
Honestly, I can see it both ways. Because it's great having the attendant come to you, but also them niggas be taking long sometimes. I feel like it should be an option. It should be an option.
Mm-hmm. These are things boomers are shocked that Gen Z don't know how to do, and they're common skills like how to count correct change.
Yes. No. Yes.
What?
Yes. I feel like because I used to work at a grocery store from the start of COVID to like 2023, 2 years ago. And the amount of like children that come up to the register and they're like, I'm like giving them the change. And like, you grab the money and you just like walk off sometimes. And I'm like, I didn't even give you all of it. Like, do people not know? These are grown adults too sometimes. But it's sad because these kids really don't know how to count. I remember my dad teaching me, like, you know, you get $2.98, you're supposed to get 2 cents back, or know how much change you get back so nobody rip you off, instead of giving you like something bigger or something smaller. That's something you want to know everywhere.
Yep.
It's sad. That's sad.
If I give you $1, but my thing was 63 cents, then you owe me back 37 cents. Like, if you have one of each coin, a nickel, a penny, a dime, and a quarter, you got 41 cents.
Exactly.
Like we did a coin unit in school. I remember this shit.
I feel like that was dumb. Not it was dumb, but it seemed like it was kind of just elementary. Having like, remember we had the coin unit in school, but remember like they had the ones that you could take home, and it's like the little cashier button and like the stuff. Like, I feel like that was very just fundamental. Like, that actually was helpful for kids. I don't see that around too much.
Nope, they don't do
now
it anymore.
They're riding these electric cars through this fucking sidewalk.
Well, in that same vein, apparently Gen Z doesn't know how to tell time on an analog clock.
On like the one that like
with hands
goes around. Wow, I'm not surprised.
The short hand is the hour hand, and the long hand is the minute hand. And the easy way to remember that is hour is a shorter word than the word minute.
Well, that's because we don't have many clocks, like analog clocks anymore.
No, I feel like if you work in an office, there's a clock somewhere.
Are Gen Z working in offices?
Or grandma's house.
Grandma has the TV now, especially.
Here's a funny one. How to read Roman numerals. I'll be honest, I have no clue how to read Roman numerals.
No,
I know up to 5.
5? That's it?
I know up to 6, actually. It's 1, 2 lines, 3 lines, line, or IV for 4, V for 5, and then VI for 6. After that, you lost me.
VONT. Come on now. You got to be lying.
No, bro. The only place I ever read Roman numerals is to look at the fucking Super Bowl logo. When am I going to ever learn that?
I think it's just good to know. I think they lost me when it got to the M. I think that's 1,000, maybe. I'm not sure. But I feel like the kids don't need to learn that. It's just something good to have.
Nope, never learned it. Here's another one. How to write in cursive. This is a lost art form, I think. Nobody has cursive lessons, handwriting class in school anymore.
I've never seen you write cursive. Can you?
Yeah, I know how to write in cursive. I signed my name in cursive, and I remember I was beast at doing cursive in elementary.
I taught myself how to write cursive in 5th grade, and to this day, I only write in cursive. Like, that's what it is. And it's sad that kids don't know that, one, you're supposed to sign your name like in cursive and not as like just regular. Yeah, that shit boggles my mind. And that's just not fundamental anymore. That I don't get it. Are we losing like our humanity here? Let's ask that.
Chap, you mentioned this one. Boomers are shocked that Gen Z doesn't know how to do basic handyman skills like replace an outlet or change a light fixture or install a shelf on the wall. Not gonna lie to you, right here, we have a couple of shelves, and it was my first time ever in life using a drill to like drill something into the wall. I had no clue to do it.
All right, wait, I'll give you some leeway because I don't think that's like a fundamental thing, just drilling something into a wall. Same thing with the light, what was the outlet, changing the outlet. I don't think that's fundamental either. Now, changing a light bulb, come on now. That's some basic shit. Or changing a battery. First of all, these kids know how to change a battery from the controller or a remote. Like, if you don't know how to do that, then that's a problem.
I don't know how to change a tire.
The tire's not easy. Like, I feel like once you learn, you'll get it, but you're not gonna look at tire like, okay, this is where I go first. Like,
no, I know less than basic car maintenance shit. Like, I don't know like what the oil on a dipstick is supposed to look like. If I open a hood, I'm gonna look like a dipstick. I have no clue.
I think this is my hot take that we need home ec again, and we need more emphasis on trade school.
It's so funny because 2 of the things on this list, Gen Z doesn't know how to cook, and Gen Z doesn't know how to mend clothes and sew on buttons. I don't know how to like knit a hole back together or sew on a button, but I can go to fuck down in the kitchen.
I can cook. I'm not gonna say I'm like the best cook, but I can cook. Sewing, she lost me there. I don't even know how to use the sewing machine. Sewing machines look weird to me. Like, I'm like, how do people put this shit together under this thing?
You know, I took a home ec class in middle school.
Really? It was around when you're in middle school?
Yeah, it was, but they didn't call it home ec. I guess because at that point was when like the term home ec implied you were gay, or like it was a very feminine, like leaning term. So they
Really?
called it Family and Consumer Sciences is what it was called.
Wow.
And it was a cooking and a sewing class, or like cooking and like we didn't just sew, but like I have a pillow. I'll put a picture of it right here and I'll send it to you. It's a picture. It's a pillow, with Leak, my last name, sewn into it,
And
I
you
made
did
the whole
that
thing.
yourself.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive.
Mhm.
I feel like, and maybe this is on that list, but even, when I was an RA, because I was an RA back in college, seeing these students not knowing how to do laundry, that was a big like wake up to me. Like, wow, your parents did not teach you how to do laundry. I didn't go to the laundromat. Like, you don't know how to put detergent, like take it out the wash machine, put it in the dryer, put a dryer sheet. Like, is that not normal knowledge that you would know at home?
Hot take, I feel like dryer sheets and fabric softener are just a placebo. I don't think they really do anything to your laundry.
They make it smell good.
So does detergent.
I mean, you're not wrong. I just think it's aesthetically pleasing. I think people like taking a handful of it, throwing it into the dryer, and just seeing that shit switch around.
Also, a placebo is that when you put in white clothes with red clothes, is that they're gonna turn pink. That's not.
No,
real.
that's. I think that's true.
I think they'll stain, but I don't think they'll turn pink. Like I put in my like a lot of white clothes in with a lot of colors all the time, and nothing happens.
Yeah, I never
We
separate.
don't do racist laundry out here. I don't separate the whites from the colors.
I never separate. You stupid. I never separate. But I do think if you were to put like a bunch of like white clothes and like maybe like 3 strong color clothes, like red, orange, like they're gonna bleed over somewhere, some way.
But they just like TV has made us think that like one mixing like all your color clothes with one white sock was gonna turn your sock blue.
Have you ever seen the episode of Everybody Hates Chris when he put the into the washing machine and came out pink?
Yeah.
That always
Well, no.
put fear in my heart.
First, somebody stole his clothes or something like that, and then he had to buy them back or get them back or something. And
yeah. always put fear in my heart. What else is on the list?
Not too many more. These are boomers are shocked that Gen Zers don't have these common skills. How to type on an actual keyboard.
Type the right way, because there's an actual way of typing that I just learned. Like people used to learn, like, oh, this finger's for that key and this finger's for this key.
Oh,
I definitely don't type. I definitely don't type right. I'm telling you right now. But I don't think they need to. Like everybody has laptops, so I guess they can. But most of Gen Z aren't in phones. You know what I'm saying? At least they know where the keys are. If they didn't, that'd be a problem.
I've had a laptop ever since the dawn of time, so I can literally type you an essay with not even looking, and I can type it so fast.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the list.
I got one more to add. But just sending an email, I feel like that's something that it's supposed to be taught in schools, but not everybody, but younger generations it's seeming very just weird having them write an email and they're like, oh, I don't know how to do this, or like putting yo whatever, like texting it, and I'm like, sir, this is not a text message, this is an email.
Writing an email comes from like I think the basic skill of writing a letter, and a lot of people didn't do that.
Wow.
People didn't write letters, so like they just write emails the way that they type because it's all digital, so they just think it's the same thing. Emails are like a professional, it's literally just a digital letter, so like there has to be like CHAP comma or dear CHAP and then like a signature and shit. People just don't get that.
For sure. My teacher mentioned just the other day, but do you remember encyclopedias?
Yeah.
Like in middle school?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever use them?
No. No, I never cared about school that much.
I don't think they're around today, at least in like book form. They're online, but I don't even think kids know what that is. Like, what's a thesaurus?
Remind me, what is an encyclopedia?
Encyclopedia is just about like it's not history, but it's just a book that tells you about stuff. So there's an encyclopedia book about like Egyptian.
You're so wise,
mythology.
chap. It's a book that tells you about stuff.
Shut up. It'll tell you about like the pyramids or the ecosystem, stuff like that. It's just a book about just knowledge about a subject.
All right. Those are things that boomers or shocked Gen Z doesn't know how to do in their basic skills. Before we get out of here, Messiest Morning Show podcast, we got to get to our messy moment. We're not the only ones that could be messy. There's enough mess to go around. Now, we've been trying to have this conversation on the show for weeks, but Justice is not a fan. The tip conversation. Just in how tip culture is so ass, and we'll get to it one day. Just wait and see. But let's talk about regular fees at restaurants. Many people obviously don't like that restaurants charge extra fees. Sometimes there's already included gratuity fees or like service fees, which are like factored in without even asking.
Yeah.
Well, there's a restaurant that added a fee, and it's so funny. I'll put the picture of the receipt. So here, let me back up. Let me tell you the full story. Somebody online shared this picture of a receipt showing that they were charged a $5 fee for whining.
For whining, like drinking wine?
No, for literally like complaining, whining. The customer claims the fee was apparently because they told the servers that they got the wrong beer, and that's all they said. There aren't any more details. So I don't know what the discourse was. But so when they got the bill, there's a fee on it, and it literally says bitching fee, $5.
Bitching fee is crazy.
And literally they put in the register bitching fee.
Hey, yo, that's gotta be that's gotta be some type of troll.
And this is like a regular pizza restaurant too. It's not like a fancy Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, like a fancy Italian restaurant. It's just a regular pizza joint in Indiana.
That's crazy.
A bitching fee was $5. But also, like, get me the right beer. Sorry, but
I think that's a part of service. Like,
for what it's worth, though, the customer did admit that they were complaining, but they said that they weren't like overly whiny or bitching. But I think that's just hilarious that you felt you had the balls to put bitching fee on a receipt.
That's definitely crazy. Honestly, if this was to flourish, we're going to see a lot of restaurants, a lot of nail salons like put on this fee, because I know the nail salon for sure is definitely one that I see people complaining all the time. Mm-hmm. That's what. How much was it?
It was $5.
$5. That's a lot, respectfully.
Right. But that's this week's messy moment. Go into this restaurant that added a bitching fee to somebody's bill because they complained that they got the wrong beer.
That's the question.
They did pay it, yeah.
Hell no, I ain't paying that shit. Take the shit off.
The whole total was like $24. I mean,
and now it's about to be 19. Then you're gonna add another fee for re-bitching. Like,
right. What the hell is this? Oh, just make it a $10 tax.
Right.
Yo, let's get on up out of here, man. The Messiest Morning Show podcast. It's always a good time, man. We appreciate you listening. Next week, Justice will be back. I'll be here. CHAP will be here. And after next week, we're gonna go on just like a little hiatus, just because we all have a lot going on. I'm going on a vacation. Justice's birthday is coming up. CHAP is fucking graduating with his master's degree.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired as hell.
Tired. So we're going on a little hiatus. So make sure you're here next week so you can tune in to the Messiest Morning Show podcast. Back with the three Negroes. You can find me on Instagram.
I'm a king. Thank you.
King Negro. You can find me on Instagram. Find the show on Instagram first. On Instagram and TikTok at Morning Commute Pod. New episodes out every single Monday to help make your mornings a little bit messier. You can find me on Instagram at VONT Leak. That's VONTLEAK. And listen to me on the Dave Ryan Show every Monday through Friday. Just search 101.3 KDWB on the iHeartRadio app and CHAP.
You can find me at Justin CHAP, JUSTYNCHAP on Instagram and TikTok. Make sure you follow. I follow back, and let me know. Let us know what you like about the show. We've been getting a lot of comments. Vaughn, I don't know if you want to mention the great feedback that we've got about our show. We know we got listeners. They're there.
Right. So many people on our TikTok. Shout out to TikTok fam, man. Those people are the most vocal just about because we make a lot of hot takes. Like I said, we are a messy morning show. And people don't agree. The biggest thing is not everyone deserves a mic. Not everyone deserves a podcast. But I love each and every single one of you that runs up our engagement. I love you. Mwah.
Feed the algorithm.
Yes, please. And go follow Justice at _injustice. That's INJUSTIS. And without further ado, CHAP, let's pray us out, please. We need a prayer to wipe all the Shannon, Sharpe, and all that shit off of us.
Okay, cool. Let's bow our heads.
Mm-hmm.
Dear God, we thank you for another day. We thank you for another opportunity. We thank you for this day that we're not deserving of. And we thank you for your blessings.
Make this a messy prayer.
A messy prayer? How's it going to be a messy prayer?
Because you got to wipe away all our sins from this episode.
Oh, my God, please forgive us for our sins and everything that we said, especially on Vaughn. It's all over him. It's cleanse him, Lord. Under a shower, just wipe it all away. Make him new. His name not even going to be Vaughn anymore. But seriously, we ask that you just bless everyone that's listening, everyone that couldn't be able to tune in, and just everybody in the world right now. The world is just so crazy. In Jesus'
We pray
name,
that
pray.
you touch Shannon Sharpe, man.
Oh my God.
Touch Unc. Okay. Touch this man that
I
saw
think
his
we've
girl's
done enough
ass on
touching.
OnlyFans.
We've done enough touching. Okay.
This man who saw his girl on OnlyFans busting it wide open, but she ain't even doing all that fame. She ain't even arching her back for this man, God.
Oh my God.
Touch these Gen Zers that don't know how to tell goddamn time. God. Oh my God. Oh, shabada. Mama said,
Don't cuss during prayer, brother. Don't cuss during prayer.
God damn it, I'm so
Going
sorry. In
straight to
Jesus'
hell.
name, we pray. If you tapped into this morning show thinking you were going to hear something wholesome, you were sadly mistaken. We are the Messiest Morning Show podcast. It's Morning Commute.